Press play and test your memory. 12 soul records, 0 filler. A one-take bass line lifts your week. A wah-wah truth in neon. A front porch chorus you still know. A booth confession where the sax hangs. Number 3 turns radio widescreen for almost 7 minutes. Number 2 is a clavinet train that never stops. Number 1 is a slow burn that taught a new way to say close. If we name one you forgot and you still feel it, you owe us a sub. Number 12, I'll Take You There, The Staple Singers, 1972. Early 72. Stack soul that felt like a hand on your back, lifting you out of the weak and into the light. Mavis sings with calm fire, leading a groove that leaves air around every hit so the message can breathe. The Muscle Shoals rhythm section locks a one-take bass line that feels inevitable, like the beat was waiting for you all along. You hear the church in the claps, the street in the sway, and a promise in the refrain that still works on the worst days. It went all the way to number 1 on the Hot 100 and kept echoing across decades, sampled by everyone from Salt and Peppa to Beyoncé. From pews to pavement, keep the engine running, because the next one shows how shine can hide a price. Number 11, Superfly, Curtis Mayfield, 1972. A soundtrack turned social mirror. Night drive soul with the dome light off and your thoughts wide open. Wah-wah guitar flickers like neon in a puddle. Bass stalks the curb, and Curtis's tender falsetto tells hard truths without raising its voice. It never glorifies the hustle. It opens the blinds and lets you see the bill behind the glamour. Top 10 single, and the album became one of the highest-selling soundtracks ever, a blueprint that still feeds hip-hop and neo-soul storytelling today. Dim the boulevard lights. Next stop is a living room where one piano and one voice carry the whole block. Number 10, Lean on Me, Bill Withers, 1972. Front porch gospel built on rolling piano and a voice you'd trust with your house keys. Bill wrote it after moving to LA, missing small-town ties and the kind of neighbors who know your middle name. The chorus lands like a circle of friends singing in time, and the verses feel like good advice said once, then left to sink in. It hit number 1 on both R&B and pop, and it keeps showing up where people gather. Weddings, graduations, and the moments that need steady hands. From community vows to a secret meeting after dark. Turn the lights low and slide into late-night soul. Mini CTA. Finding this countdown helpful? Tap subscribe and tell us your pick so far. We're pinning the best memories. Number 9, Me and Mrs. Jones, Billy Paul, 1972. We got a thing. Philadelphia International on fire. Strings glowing, tempo unhurried, glassware sweating on tiny tables. Gamble and Huff write it like a slow confession, and Billy Paul holds the ache without letting it spill. Every phrase sits on the edge of a breath, the saxophone drifting like cigarette smoke that won't leave your coat. It went number 1 on the Hot 100 and won Billy a Grammy for Best Male R&B Vocal, the very definition of grown folk soul. Keep the slow dance, but change the promise. Memphis Silk is waiting with vows meant to last. Mrs. Jones. Number 8, Let's Stay Together, Al Green, 1971, 1972.
Whatever you want to do.
High Records warmth with Willie Mitchell at the wheel, satin over steady Memphis drums. Al almost passed on it, then wrapped his elastic falsetto around the lyric and made history without breaking a sweat. Nothing rushes, everything leans. The pocket smiles back at you as the title line floats up like steam. It topped the Hot 100 and later popped back into the culture when President Barack Obama sang a line on stage, proof it lives wherever people still flirt. Sweet talk is nice. Now put your guard back up, because the next groove walks you through a warning.
You know what breaks my heart a little? Only 1% of the people who watch R&B vinyl are actually subscribed. 99 out of 100 of you keep coming back, vibing with the grooves, feeling the stories, reliving the voices that built soul itself, but you still haven't hit that button. Think about it. You've spent time here, maybe even rediscovered a song that hit you right in the chest. And yet, you're walking away before the next track drops. Subscribing costs nothing, not a cent, but it means you'll never miss the moments that remind you who you were when that record first played. R&B vinyl isn't just music, it's memory, it's heritage. It's the pulse that still beats under everything we love. Don't just listen from the sidelines. Be part of the 1% who keep the soul alive. Hit subscribe, stay, groove, and keep the record spinning with us.
Number 7. Backstabbers, The O'Jays, 1972.
I wanna take your place, the backstabbers. Backstabbers.
Philly soul sharpening the knives. Urgent strings over a bass line that struts with side-eye. Eddie Levert tears the mask off the fake smile, while the rhythm section keeps the floor moving like nothing's wrong. You can hear the paranoia and the poise at the same time. The beat says dance, the lyric says don't turn your back. It hit number 1 on the R&B chart and number 3 on the Hot 100. The phrase still fires up whenever trust breaks in public or private. After the side-eye comes the solitude. One voice at the door, a plea that turns to prayer.
From my friends, yeah, what they doing to me.
Number 6. I've Been Lonely for So Long, Frederick Knight, 1972. A Stax Truth imprint gem that opens the window and lets you hear the room. No polish to hide behind, just a steady southern pocket and a vocal that sounds inches from your shoulder. Knight doesn't oversing. He tells the truth and lets the grit on the edge of his voice carry the weight. It never climbed like the big hits, but it stuck to the ribs and later found life in covers and samples, the kind of deep-cut people guard like a secret. Leave the quiet room for a kitchen at midnight. 2 mugs, 1 last try, and a record that knows the stakes. Mini CTA. Still with us? Hit subscribe and drop the track you'll never skip from 1972. We're reading every comment. Number 5. If You Don't Know Me By Now, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, 1972. Gamble and Huff build a final warning ballad and hand the lead to Teddy Pendergrass before his solo era. The band keeps the tempo steady, like a conversation that must not derail, while Teddy draws a line you can feel across the floor. He holds the title phrase until you hear the resolve and the heartbreak sharing the same breath. It went number 1 on the R&B chart and later got a famous cover, but the original remains the standard you measure by, from last chances to last words. Heartbreak steps outside with a harmonica and watches the streetlights blink.
Our own funny moves.
Number 4. Oh Girl, The Twilights, 1972.
Help me now, 'cause I don't know where to look for love.
Early 72 and all ache. Eugene Record writes a melody that tiptoes and never shouts. A melancholy harmonica opens the door, and a gentle rhythm carries lines that feel like they were written on a quiet walk home. It reached number 1 on both pop and R&B, the breakup song you couldn't turn off even when it hurt to keep listening. If your chest is already tight, brace yourself. The next one stretches sorrow into a 12-minute storm you can't outrun.
Pain will double if you leave me now.
Number 3. Papa Was a Rollin' Stone, The Temptations, 1972.
Chance to see him. Never heard nothing but bad.
Norman Whitfield's psychedelic soul masterclass. Thunder gathering for nearly 4 instrumental minutes before the first word lands. Bass stalks, wah-wah whispers, trumpet haunts. Then Dennis Edwards drops the line like a verdict you knew was coming. The single cut still runs almost 7 minutes, turning radio into widescreen. Cinema for anyone within earshot. It hit number 1 on the Hot 100 and won 3 Grammys. It still towers like a landmark you can see from any era. After the storm, tighten the frame. One voice, one riff, one decision you can dance to even as it complicates your night.
Hey.
Number 2. Use Me, Bill Withers, 1972. The second Bill entry of the year, this time with a clavinet riff that refuses to let the floor sit down. The pocket is relentless, The vocal is cool and conversational, holding desire and cost in the same hand. It feels like a train that never stops. Metal scraping forward, bodies moving without asking permission. It peaked at number 2 on the Hot 100, blocked only by another soul classic from the same era. Only one record left, a slow burn that changed how intimacy sounded on the radio.
Than me until you.
Number 1, Let's Get It On, Marvin Gaye, 1972. Turning inward after the fire of what's going on and finding a new language for tenderness. Ed Townsend's production drapes silk over a supple groove, and Marvin makes every line feel earned, gentle, and sure. You can hear the quiet confidence under We're All Sensitive People, the band gliding like a dimmer switch easing the room into focus. It topped the Hot 100 and became one of Motown's best-selling singles, then set up camp across film, TV, and playlist for generations. Finale reached. But the echo of 72 keeps walking into 73 with its head high and its heart open.